Hey, what's going on, guys? Thunder Alley here back. Today we're going to be talking about Jordan Davis and Jameson Williams, as we've kind of been doing for the past couple of months, just hypothetically speaking about who the Chargers take. I'm going to get into some new ideas, though, because I'm not just going to bore you guys with the same stuff. But before I do that, man, let's just state the obvious. The reason why this channel is doing well, and again, I have 1,000 subs. I'm not famous or anything like that. I'm not the director. I never will be. But the reason why this channel is seeing success is because I'm not a Charger fan. When you're not a fan of the team, you're not biased. I don't come here and say that the Chargers are, oh my God, they're so much better than everyone else. They're going to go out there and draft this. No, like, the reason why the videos are doing well is because I go into the comments and I read every single one. I read constantly about the Chargers because I don't know about them. I mean, it's taken me a couple of weeks, maybe over a month, to try to get an understanding of what this team is trying to do. And that's fine talent, just like every other team. The Chargers, they're not looking for long-term right now. They're looking for players that can come in and can win them football games. And that's why we're going to be talking about Jordan Davis out of Georgia. Do I want Jordan Davis on the Chargers? No. But I'm trying to keep an open mind and say that if he comes to the Chargers, he's going to make everyone else around him better because he's a big boy up front that requires a double team. These tackles, they're going to be rotating in and out. I'm looking at Austin Johnson. I'm also looking at Sebastian Joseph Day. These are big players, man. They're not just going to be 3-4 down players. I mean, to me, Jordan Davis, I don't even know if he'll be a 3-down player because the Chargers they just brought in 2 great players against the run. But the thing about the Chargers, the one reason why I want Jordan Davis, the only reason, is because he's going to help one of my favorite players on the roster, and that's Kenneth Murray. The Chargers used a first-round pick in him. They bring in a new coaching staff. He's sitting in the doghouse. He just wasn't good. Give or take, I'm not saying Kenneth Murray is the best football player because he hasn't been good for the Chargers. But the reason why I like Kenneth Murray so much, and this is as a fan perspective, I'm not saying this as a football perspective. I'm not an NFL. I played a year of high school football. I don't know shit about football, being real with you. But he's fast and he's an athlete. And we're going to see a different Kenneth Murray with Jordan Davis. You also can't discredit the other linebacker, Tranquil, who's also fast in his own right. The Chargers do not have the best linebackers, but the thing about going out and getting Jordan Davis out of Georgia is that potentially could unlock the linebackers and it could make it a lot easier for them. I mean, the Chargers are going to have a weakness. They're not going to be a perfect team. To be honest with you, they still need a right tackle and they still need a third receiver. Josh Palmer, 3rd-round pick, of course, last year, played great. You have a guy like Jalen Guyton, who certainly is fast, but he's not the greatest. He's not going to be a third receiver on a Super Bowl team. It just isn't possible. There's no way in hell anyone will convince me that if Jameson Williams is there at 17, we don't take him. There's people saying Jameson Williams will go before that. I don't think so. I think a guy like a Drake London, a Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State, of course, London coming out of USC. He's a lot similar to Michael Pittman. I'm comparing players that go to the same college, but sometimes it works. I think London will be better than Pittman as a Colts fan. I think he's 6'5" and an athlete. Overall, man, if they don't get Jameson Williams, you should just go for Jordan Davis, though. And Jordan Davis is gonna be a good player. But as a content creator, that's pretty much why I want Jameson Williams. Not to mention he's an amazing player and he most electrifying, potentially player in all of the draft. I mean, this is a guy who would make Justin Herbert better. Think about that. A player would make Herbert better? What? That's possible? Doesn't Justin Herbert make everyone else better? Well, yeah, he does, but Jameson Williams would make Justin Herbert better because he's going to get open down the field and Justin Herbert's just going to launch it right into his pocket and for touchdowns. I mean, it would actually be unfair for the Chargers to draft Jameson Williams. I was actually listening to another Chargers channel. I can't remember the name. It was a blonde girl who was going over who Charger fans want them to draft. It was like Jordan Davis, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams. I think that was it. And honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. It's just kind of a personal preference. Because there's no wrong answer. Like, if you don't want Jameson Williams because he tore his ACL, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to hate you for that. I mean, I disagree. I just don't know if I'm completely sold on Jordan Davis with those stamina issues. And the Chargers obviously having brought in Joseph Day and Austin Johnson. The only reason why I would be kind of thrilled with Davis is because there's going to be receivers in the 3rd and the 4th round. There's going to be receivers in the 6th round that are fast and potentially could get run for the Chargers. There's not going to be a player like Jordan Davis in the 4th round. It's impossible. I mean, Jordan Davis is the best defensive tackle in this class, and his fellow teammate Devontae Wyatt is right up there in his own right. I mean, this is an unbelievable 1-2 punch. I mean, Georgia's defense has how many first round? Somebody let me know, how many first round picks do you guys think Georgia's defense is going to have? It's unbelievable. But for me personally, I started off wanting Chris Olave, and then I went to Jameson Williams, and then it's kind of been stuck there. No one's changed my mind yet. Derek Stingley Jr., if he's at 17, absolutely we're taking him, because you can, again, find a receiver later on in the draft. You can't find Derek Stingley Jr. Derek Stingley Jr. is going to go to the Vikings. He's not, even if he doesn't, he's not going past all the teams in that range, like the Eagles that need a corner. They'll probably go with Trent McDuffie. The Chargers, because they have such a good roster, there's a lot of leverage here. This is a team that has Mike Williams and Keenan Allen on it, and they're going to take a receiver in the 1st round potentially. This goes to show that they believe in the organization, they believe in the talent they have. Most teams wouldn't do that if they had those types of receivers. When you look at a team like the Philadelphia Eagles that certainly should take a receiver, they have Devontae Smith. And then outside of that, Eagles fans would not want me to mention Jalen Reagor. They obviously have Quez Watkins, who's an extremely fast player, but he's not a star. So they're going to go out there and try to bring in like Wilson, maybe Olave. We have to understand, man, that the Chargers, they hit the lottery. Well, they haven't yet, because we don't know what's going to happen during the draft. Got less than 2 weeks, but the only reason Jameson Williams isn't being taken before 17 is because of the injury. I mean, this is a guy that five weeks into his ACL recovery was running in the pool. He's not going to be there for training camp. He might miss the first month of the season. We don't really know yet. But the Chargers, they can go into the start of the season without their 1st round pick because they're good. But at the end of the season, when it really matters, when the Chargers are trying to finish off strong and win the division, they have Jameson Williams. And teams are going to be like, damn, I wish I had Jameson Williams right now. That would help. You can't teach what Jameson Williams does. And again, there's no changing my mind. You could definitely go down and let me know your thoughts on Jameson Williams. I think most Charger fans want him. Jordan Davis would be a mistake, but I hate the pick. No, I'm not going to. Jordan Davis is a Charger. I'm not going to be like, yo, this sucks, bro. F this team. I'm done making videos. He's going to be a good player, but he's not going to be Jameson Williams. It's your boy Thunder Alley signing out.